What's going on, everyone? This is Adrian from Tribe 3 Productions, and here at the Spares in the Spring 2023, and we're at
Brodhead Manor,
along with the founder of
Shadow Hunters, Paranormal Investigation and Events.
There you go. And your name again for our viewers?
Oh, yeah, Nick Sarlo.
And yourself?
and I am Bill Walter, owner of Brodhead Manor.
There you go, folks. Well, first of all, thank you so much for your time, for having us here.
You're welcome.
And Nick,
Absolutely.
it was a pleasure to see you, man. It's amazing work. I remember when we first got together and the little show you had at the library.
Yeah.
And pretty much, I think at that time, both of us were kind of starting out at that time, because I believe it was my second year, I think, or first, I think. But overall, congratulations, because you just, wow.
Thank you.
You blew up,
I'm still in shock that this whole thing came together. We kind of took a little break because of COVID and everything like that. But we decided just to come back at a big thing for it. And, we met Bill last year. We went to a Paracon that was out here, and we all ended up coming here to Brodhead Manor to investigate, and the wheels started clicking and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, ooh, this would be a great place to have it. And, we started planning and everything just came together.
It's awesome. When you have like the perfect team, right? Everything comes together. Puzzles come in and stuff.
Yes.
And Bill, I got to say, what an amazing place you have here. I can just see it by here. We got a real cool setting just to do this interview, but a lot of history in this building. Tell us more about this building.
The building itself used to be the old middle school for Brodhead, Wisconsin. Okay. It opened in 1906, that half of the building. Okay. Then in 1939, they built this new half of the building. Call it new, it's 1939. Oh, well. But throughout the years, it's been grades 1 through 12. It's been shifted back and forth between middle schools, high schools, elementary school, and then finally, when it closed its doors in 1996, it was the old middle school for Brodhead Manor. Well, the state of Wisconsin requires you to do a change of use when you buy a building like this because it's commercial. So we then named the building Brodhead Manor, Brodhead for the town, and this is our manor. We run a haunted house. So that's the original intent we bought the building for, was this haunted house. It's a creepy old vibe, and it's fun. When you get in here in the dark, it'll scare the crap out of you. Then things started to happen in the building. I couldn't explain. I'm a skeptic. I'm not a paranormal investigator, anything like that. I do believe in ghosts, but I never knew they'd affect me. And things started happening in the building. Well, then I called in my first paranormal group, which was Expedition Entity. Expedition Entity came in, did an investigation, and they walked out of here just mumbling that, oh my God, this building is just like loaded. And throughout our haunted house seasons, we ran for the first 3 years that I bought the building. Then COVID hit. COVID killed everybody. We haven't been open for 2 years. This year, we are proud to announce we are going to reopen come October 1st. So every weekend, Friday and Saturday nights, we're going to be having our haunted house on the first floor and the third floor. We will also be adding a horror museum down at the end with all our favorite characters, Jason and Michael and the Wolfman, Freddy, Carrie. Everybody's going to be down in there, where you can do selfies, photos, whatever you'd like to do with all of our main scene characters all the way around. We're also putting in an escape room at that end of the room, or at that end of the building, where it's a blood torture escape room. You have to get all the body parts arranged in order to be able to get out of that room, with blood dripping down off the ceilings and different things happening to you in the rooms where you may have to put your arm in like the Saw type deals and get the body parts out without freaking out too bad. Yeah.
You're so wicked, bro.
I love the horror genre. I love everything about all the horror movies. So that's where we're going to proceed with, hopefully by this fall. I pretty much build everything. I get this building maintenance-wise myself. Any reconstruction has to be done, I do myself. I have only a team of 3 or 4 people that help me. So what you see in these rooms is stuff we've built and we've designed and we've made to make you have the most ultimate haunted experience, where we'll scare the crud out of you.
I believe it too. I believe it just by looking around and just by walking here. It's like, wow. Now, Nick, what's your experience with this building, man? I mean, with you and your team here.
The first time we came here last year, we as soon as you walk in, like you can feel that there's definitely stuff inside of the building and everything. And after that, we ended up booking a private investigation here. And I think that night the spirits did not leave us alone. Like it was just nonstop, constant stuff always happening and everything. And that's why we're really trying to, why we did Spirits in the Spring here too, to really try to get people to this building so they can see how active it is. And not just, to come see the building itself, but also because they do events here, they do concerts here, they have filmed music videos here and everything. And in the paranormal community, we believe it's always good to help other people out. And, that's why we're doing Spirits in the Spring and helping Bill out with all that. But also to try to get people here too. And a lot of it is for the history. Right. I'm a huge history person. I love stuff with history. And I feel it's important to people know the past and all that too.
Yeah, absolutely. And just by being here in the show, both of you have such a strong support from the community.
Yes, we
with
do.
the Manor and then with your team and stuff and with your work you've done. It's amazing. It amazes me because, when we're here walking around talking to everyone, it's like, wow, this is really cool because you managed to grab or get all these individuals, whether if it's a ghost team or a psychic or whatever, that's part of this paranormal, right?
Even the general public in this town that will come out to support us. They don't believe in the paranormal, but they come in and they leave believers. Yeah. Because there's just things that happen.
Yeah. I think it's all it takes because, I was thinking of a couple of people and it's like, I guess it's just that first experience that will make you a believer, right?
Yes, right.
And then from there, you're like, oh my God, what should I learn more about?
I'm a total skeptic. And I will call out people in my building, all the paranormal groups that come in that tell me, oh yeah, we got this. I'll tell you where, or I'll ask where. And all of a sudden I'm like, well, hell yeah, you just talked to this person or you talked to that person or, we have a resident spirits. We got Elizabeth, we got Norman, we got Charlie, we got Rebecca, we've got the principal, we got the janitor, there's 24, 28 spirits in here. They come in and out. Right. They're not here constantly. We have this local cemetery just up the street here a little ways. So everybody tells me that, well, one, the bedrock is close to us underneath. Mm-hmm. That's a limestone foundation. Mm-hmm. The building was built on limestone. That is an attraction for spirits. Mm-hmm. The railroad tracks running through here from the cemetery to here is also a connector. And everybody in that cemetery went to school here. So that's their correlation response.
That's crazy.
Their spirits come back here to play. And now that we have a haunted house, they love to play even more.
Of course, right? Like, they just mess with the living for a while, right?
Yeah, darn right.
So, Nick, tell us what's going on? What's new with the team? What projects do you have coming up, or so?
So right now for Shadow Hunters, after Spirits in the Spring, we're definitely taking a break. We're going to take a little bit of a break just to kind of recuperate and everything. But right now we're actually working with Paraflix. They're the brand new streaming service that's just everything paranormal. It's like the other streaming services out there, but it's all paranormal. And $3.99 a month or $29.99 for an entire year, super cheap, and it's all great footage on there. But we're actually working with a brand new series that we're going to do. It's going to be called Paranormal Backstage Beyond the Normal, and the whole idea for this show is, I just saw somebody peek around that curtain.
There's nobody over there.
Folks, there's no one there.
But the new show is going to feature, everybody knows how a ghost hunting show works. They see what goes on in front of the camera, but nobody knows what goes on behind the camera. So nobody knows how to prepare for a ghost hunt. Nobody knows exactly what goes into a ghost hunt. So people are going to learn anything from certain rituals that people do, the research that goes into, going on a paranormal investigation, anything like that. And then we're also going to feature different paranormal teams. So season 1 is all about Shadow Hunters, how we start, how we get prepared and everything. Because I feel it's very important for people to know what happens behind the scenes, not just in front of the camera. A lot of people don't know that, you film for 10 hours and what you get is we have to crunch that down into 30-minute, 60-minute episode. And that goes for, national television too. They have to do that kind of stuff. So we came up with this idea and we were like, you know what, let's give it a try. Let's see how it goes. And, we want people to respect ghost hunting, not,
take it as a joke or something.
Right, exactly. Because a lot of people do. And there's actually like a big thing going on in the paranormal field now where a lot of people, you know, they're fighting with each other, this, that. Like, we're not about that. We're about showing people this stuff is real and showing what it's like to go on an actual ghost hunt and kind of what ghost hunters actually go through. A lot of people don't understand that. They're like, oh no, you sit there and demons come out and all this kind of stuff. Like, that is not how this works, you know? And like I tell everybody, yeah, I know, right? Like I tell everybody, ghost hunting is one of the most boring. Ghost hunting is one of the most boringest things you can do. It's like watching paint dry. You might
get something, sometimes you won't. Exactly. I mean, it's a different experience every time you. I've had paranormal groups come walking through the door and nothing. They will not get a single thing. Your building is not haunted and everything like that. The very next night, I have another group come in and they're throwing things at them. Oh, so it's totally different.
That's crazy.
Opening doors, closing doors. They like to play. So when Nick and them all come in, now that they're getting to know them and they know they're a positive influence, they're starting to play with them more. And they're really getting interactive with them. And we have other groups that are out there in the main gym. Right. They keep coming back for a reason. They know what they're going to get. They love to play. And with me walking around here scaring the crap out of you all the time, it's fun.
Makes it worse, right?
Absolutely. Like the last time we were here, we went up on the 3rd floor. And God, this was back in February when we were here. And it was colder than this. It was very cold in the building and everything. And that was our first investigation in 2023. And we went up on the 3rd floor. And something just told me, start snapping pictures. Well, I snap a picture, and all of a sudden, you see a shadow just in the picture. And then I took 2 more pictures, nothing. And then on the last picture, everything was blurry. So either it interacted with my camera, it didn't. But all of a sudden, like, we're looking through the pictures, and you see the shadow right there. And it looks like 2 or 3 people standing there, and there's nobody else in the room. That's the crazy part is, okay, how did this just happen type of thing.
I have photos of same thing. I'd be sitting in the gym and I feel something's over my shoulder and I pick up my phone and I just, and if you take a series of 10 pictures in a row, you always take 10 pictures because you can prove at the beginning it wasn't there and you can prove at the end it wasn't there. And I caught 3 full pictures of a shadow peeking around the corner watching me in the gym. You know, I have those 3 pictures on my phone and I will not get rid of them because it's my proof that, yes, this building has stuff in it. So
now, folks, I just want to make just a real quick disclaimer out there. Triumph 3 Productions we're not in no gimmick. This is not scripted. This is more of an educational where I want people to be aware about this. And just because, they're telling their stories and what they experience, it doesn't necessarily mean, it never happened. It's just, again, we want to educate you guys out there that this is something very serious they should, consider. But again, like I said, everyone has their, speculations.
Everyone has their spiritualities. Everybody's, you're messing with demons. There's no demons in my building. It's all kids' playful spirits. They from way it's been told to me, like I said, I'm a skeptic. I'm not a paranormal investigator. I watch paranormal investigators, and I've learned it's real. To me, it's real. It may not be real to you. It may not be real to your cameraman. It may be real to somebody else that is into this. And no, we're not calling out demons. We're not calling in Satan. We're not doing anything like that. Everything we've done is good. We say a prayer beforehand. We say a prayer when you leave. We make sure that my spirits stay here and then everybody leaves in peace. So
you got to play it safe.
I have to sit here and deal with them all then.
Now, Nick, overall, again, thank you for giving us the opportunity to sponsor, be part of the sponsoring show and stuff. I mean, it's an amazing trip out here for us too. So overall, I think that, damn it, Nick, you just killed my internet. You should have saw Bill's face like, oh my God.
Dude, what the hell?
Dude,
Sorry,
That's okay. Yeah. You know, we gotta go. Yeah, we gotta go somewhere else. But
My homies, man.
now, overall, Nick, again, thank you for considering us back to come back into your show and
Absolutely.
stuff. And
so excited to have you guys here, and the work you guys do is just amazing. We love it. So definitely make sure you guys check out Drive 3 Productions. It's just amazing what you guys do. You know, especially, you know, going to all these conventions and helping out and everything like that. And, you know, for sponsoring Spirits in the Spring this year, that was such a big help.
Amazing. And we have bigger plans coming up for you too with Drive 3 and stuff. So we're trying to actually introduce a paranormal panel to a horror convention. So it's still in talks though, but that's one of the biggest things that we want to try to, you know, bring that paranormal panel into the horror convention, which pretty much matches up, right? I mean, it's the same. It's the same.
The horror conventions and the paranormal. They're, like I say, I run a haunted house. Yeah. Now I can introduce that there are paranormal people that want to come to our haunted house, not just for me to scare the crud out of them. It is basically they're coming in to figure out what spirits are playing in our haunted house and what they're doing to react to that haunted house. Well, we found out that a lot of our spirits like to actually interact with our patrons and do things that are totally out of the ordinary. Like during a haunted house, this is all on one circuit that's running all these lights. Right. How can this light go off and that one stay on and then that one turn off and this one turn on? They just play with the lights. They do all kinds of weird things.
When we actually came into this room, the lights were flickering back there, and then all of a sudden stops, and it's like you get this cold breeze. Like, whoa, it's kind of cool. Chilling here. I'm here. You sure you guys want to do it here? Because we can always go back outside.
I want to dare with you. I want you to come in here in the dark with me some night and just walk with me once. I guarantee you'll walk out of here having to change your drawers.
For real, right? And that's the end of Drive 3. Never coming back here to the Manor. Nick, where can our viewers follow you and your team with all the work you guys are doing and stuff? It's pretty amazing. So where can they go?
Yeah, they can definitely go to, we are on mostly all social media. We are on TikToks. No, we don't do those trends or anything like that. We just show our videos. We're on Instagram, Twitter, like I said, Facebook. We are on YouTube. And then also you can find us on Paraflix. And then you can also always go to our website, www.shadowhunterspara.com. On there, we're kind of revamping the website a little bit, but you can find everything about us on there, and including next year's Spirits in the Spring.
There you go, folks. And we have another bigger treat for you right now. And actually, we're going to transition really quick to this other second part of the segment. And actually, I'm going to hand over the iconic microphone over to you because we will be getting a special tour on the haunted house. So we'll go ahead and take it away, bud.
All right. I'm Bill. I'm with Brodhead Manor. We run a haunted house called Terror at the Manor. It opens in October. Hopefully we'll have everything open and running full swing this year after 2 years of being down for COVID. We will go back to our normal everyday routines. We'll have actors in here. We'll have everything you need to scare the hell out of us. Or actually, we will scare the hell out of you. Sorry. But I'm going to give you a short tour of our haunted house. We only have 3 rooms set up right now because we're in the process of building the rest. This is our first room, which is our local funeral parlor. We'll bring you in. We'll make an escape room out of this room where you have to interact as patrons in an actual funeral. We have our lovely Evelyn Morehouse right here in the coffin, and she has a curse. And there's a certain way to break the curse, which I will not give to you, that you have to break the curse to get to the next room. And if we proceed this way, we will be heading into the autopsy room. Come on through. And now we are entering our autopsy room. Once you get through the first room, you will be into the second room where the door over here behind me will be locked with an actual lock. You have to find the key. Is it in that table over there? Is it in that sink? Is it in that little table over here? Is it hiding with this guy on our little crazy dude over here? Or is it on the actual autopsy table? When you go in, there's all different kinds of things you have to do. You have to put on rubber gloves because this is actual pumping blood through the whole thing. And you have to feel around inside the intestines. Where's this key going to be hidden? Nobody knows. I'm not going to give you the secret. Once you find that key, you will have to proceed over to the door where our resident nurse that's in this room that's screaming at you the whole time to find the key will unlock this door and send you straight into our morgue where everybody has fun because you never know where something's going to jump out from you. All of these lights that I was telling you about are on motion detectors. These lights that flicker like this and stay on,
Right.
when you're in the room, it's detecting us moving around. It's detecting his lights. It's detecting everything. Go out into that hallway where it can't see you. And if it starts flashing, that's one of our kids playing with one of our little spirit kids. They love the motion detection lights. So
Very, very interesting. That's really cool.
And then this ends our tour of what we have put together at this moment, because I don't want to give it away to everybody. That just takes away the surprise. You want to know what's going to happen to you next, and you build up that anticipation. And if my actors are not scaring you, I will personally myself, you'll never know where I'll be. And I will come in, and I'm the leader of scares. I will scare the crud out of you.
And I believe you. I believe you on that.
You can have your mic.
Bill, you did great, man. I mean, it's
All
like
right.
you should be a host.
I
You know?
tried.
Yeah. Maybe we should recruit him. What do you say, Matt?
You need me on your show anytime, any way, shape, fashion, or form. I live down in Belvedere.
Oh, okay.
So I used to work in Chicago. I know Chicago like the back of my hand. I know Milwaukee. I know everywhere. If you want me to come in and sit down with you guys some night, I will gladly come in and sit down with you.
There you go. We got it on film, okay? So,
You don't even have to pay me. I'm good at this.
but Bill, overall, thank you for the tour. But folks, you definitely want to check out the website, or where can they go to?
We are only on Facebook.
Okay.
We are at Brodhead Manor /Facebook.com, however that goes. I'm old. I'm not savvy with all this fancy crap. I don't know the Instagrams, the Twitters, the TikToks, I don't know all that stuff yet. We are hoping to get an IT guy to come in and actually want to work with us to get up more in field where we draw in Madison, we draw in Janesville, I'll even bring, we've had people come in from as far as way as Milwaukee. I've had people come in from Chicago because they know our haunted house and they have word of mouth has spread. Yeah. So we do have, we're not as big as the ones in Chicago. Yeah, we have a huge building. We put on a hell of a good show, but we're just not monetarily funded enough to
get to the point. It can. Has a lot of potential here.
Right. And like I say, all these props you see and everything, us and our staff and our old partners and everything, we have all worked together to build this. We love to build our own props. We love to build our own mannequins. We love to build everything. And we start from a piece of wood and work our way up.
Well, you definitely need to get a hold and put you in contact with Scary Perry.
Yeah.
This is his up his alley and stuff, and I'm sure that I put you guys together. It will be, you guys will come out with some awesome ideas. So I'm Tony, right here. We got Bill. I'll get you guys together soon.
All right. And I really, 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 really want to thank you guys for sponsoring Spirits in the Spring, because without all this, I don't know if we could have made it happen. Brodhead Manor is just getting put on the map again after being shut for 2 years. We're just being put on the map again, and I love hosting with Nick Sarlo. I love hosting with everybody that's been here. There's plenty of people that are here. They've proven their support. We've had 400 to 500 people here today, according to our tickets.
Strong support. I saw that. Really strong support community here.
And then now that this just happened, we have a lot of repair issues we're trying to work with, and we're doing a fundraiser come June 24th, where a lot of these psychics, a lot of these people that have vendor tables and everything like that are actually coming in again. They're going to set up in the gym, and they're donating every proceed to the repair of our roof.
That's amazing.
So
that's really cool.
We are really, really, really trying. I thought I could do it all myself. I'm not a millionaire. I am retired. I'm living on a retirement salary, and yes, this is my baby.
It is. And your baby will grow to potential. You'll see. Well, folks, there you go. Make sure you check out the Facebook page along with Nick Sarlo's team. And overall, we have amazing content for Spirits in the Spring. And we look forward to coming back next year again. And,
Come back in the summer.
Or in the summer.
Fun.
There you go.
You guys are welcome here anytime.
Thank you so much. This is Adrian. This is Bill.
Hi.
Spirits in the Spring, along with Matt behind the camera. Stay tuned for more at Drive 3 Productions.